All right, Trevor Peek. I was checking him out. This dude is a trip. He's just a trip. If you take a look, I was watching this fight against Chepe Mariscal, which also Chepe is fighting on the same card today. Wow. J- Trevor Peek is trip, man. Nuts. Like, he's good in certain ways and off the charts whacked out in other ways. Some of the punches he was throwing were like from left field. No, just I don't even know what he was doing. You should hear the commentary. Go watch that if you have Fight Pass, or I don't know if it's on YouTube or not. I was watching it on Fight Pass. They were dying. They're like, "What is this dude doing?" I don't know, man. Some stuff was really good. Like Chepe was overpowering him, and got him down like three different times. But he never accepted the position. Always two hands on one. When he was getting, Chepe was starting to choke him or something like that. He was starting to get into position. He was always two hands on one. He was never accepting. Like, really good. He knew exactly what to do to get out of the position. And then you see him like punching himself out and exhausted. And it was like, at one small point you could say like, wow, like good fight IQ. And then the next minute you're like, has this dude ever fought before? Like, he's throwing weird stuff that put him totally out of position. Was so strange. And he totally punched himself out, and he was like, literally put his hand up on the cage and took a rest at one point in I think it was the third round. But a hell of a fight between the two. They were throwing like crazy. It was a good fight and a ridiculous fight all at the same time. And I don't know. I think this dude definitely needs a lot of work, but I can see that he could really be a good fighter if he calmed down that insanity, just craziness at certain times. If you watch that fight, you'll see what I'm talking about. The comment, it was DC and Dom and I think Anik, and they were just like, what is even going on here? Like, what a crazy brawl. And then they're like, what is he doing? Like, wow, that was definitely an interesting fight. Taking nothing away from Chepe, he's got quite a few fights, and he was doing a good job. He wound up winning unanimous decision, but Trevor Peek was in it. He was fighting against himself mostly, I guess, is the best way to say it. He was game. He wasn't playing, man. He was throwing bombs at some point at different points. It was crazy. So I'm definitely going to check him out for this fight, watch it close, see if he's grown. I didn't see this next one he had, which was unanimous decision, Muhammad Yahya. I didn't see that one. I only watched this one with Chepe Mariscal, but that was good. We'll see what he does with Charlie Campbell.